Now if we want to add some columns to our back raised patio, and we want to use the same ones that we used at the front for continuity, we would go to the front of the house, and you could zoom into any one of the column and lights that are there, and you click on the column, hold the shift key down, and click on the light as well. Right click it, click the group menu, and now you have made that into a group. Then do a copy and paste, and you've got another unit that you can take into the backyard. So grab a hold of it and just move over to the margin, and it'll slide over by itself. A lot of neat little features just like this into the software that I really appreciate. Now, go into the plan view is probably the best way to align things properly, and you could find the exact location that you want to have each column. Copy and paste for additional columns, of course, and you can set them up exactly where you want them, and bring that over to here as well, and we'll put one more in and locate that one right about here. Then if we want to add seat walls in between here, all we have to do then is use our retaining wall tool and create some seat walls. So now we've got our columns nicely in place. That didn't take long at all. Now let's add a swimming pool to our plan. We go to the swimming pool tab up here. We click on pools. We can either draw our own unique custom shape, or we can also go over to options, shape options here, and load shape, and we can select from a set of pre-made designs. I'm a real fan of pool number 10, so I'll put pool number 10 in, and it just randomly places on the page. We can rotate that so that it fits our design a bit better. It's also, the pool's a bit large, and we can reduce the size of that just by using the drag handles here on the side of the image. When you go into perspective view, you'll notice that automatically it has selected a coping on here. It has also, if you go over to our sloped area here, and if I were to drag the pool over to the slope, it automatically fills in a section of wall so that the pool is properly supported, and so that it looks visually correct. We can change the wall material, of course, to match our dimensional limestone. We'll do that right now. And we can also change our coping here to be, right now it's the Brussels, of course, full nose. We can change it to even the ledgestone if we wanted to. We'll do ledgestone bluestone, and we can select the rough cut if we want for a different visual appearance. And if you want to change the joints, of course, it's a matter of dragging this little slider around here. So there you have a pool installation. Now we can build a patio that joins up to our pool, up to the raised patio, and we'll do that next. So we'll go over to landscape, and we'll select, we'll go over to building, and we'll select patio, and we'll start drawing. Probably the easiest place, again, of course, is in the plan view. You can zoom right in and move over as you go. So we'll do this one as a curved wall. So your curved Bezier tab is on, and then you can, if you want, just join up to any place. You might go back to straight there, so you can change your angle here and start working away around the edge of the pool deck, and perhaps your patio goes up to there. Now we need to go to straight again, we'll move right over to there, and to there, and over to there, and there. Place that into place. Now we have a patio around our pool deck, and that looks quite good. And of course we can go in and do some tweaking at any time with the edit points. You'll find that that really comes in handy a lot to help you refine things visually. Back to plan view, turn off the edit points, and there you have our pool patio. Now let's add our outdoor kitchen. Under the Landscape tab, go to Accessories and open up the menu. Now there's a lot of different accessories in here, from arbors, trellises, fencing, fireplaces, furniture, outdoor kitchens, just basic kitchen equipment. And then if you go to Unilock tab, you'll see that we've got the Barcelona fireplaces, we've got Tuscany, we've got some grill islands, we've got sink attachments, and we've also got some pre-built kitchen islands. So let's just select kitchen island number 3 here, and we'll place that into place, and that matches our limestone theme. And so what we need to do is position that properly. So we go to plan view, and then we can rotate this and get it right to the edge of our patio nicely. Once we've positioned it, we can drag it right into place and even refine it a little bit further. Sometimes those minute adjustments are a little challenging, and you can always adjust the patio here afterwards. If you edit points, you can bring your patio into here to tighten that up. And we can also bring the patio to this end here, which means we'll have to make an adjustment on this side to make sure that that still looks good. And that's good. We'll edit points, and we'll adjust this patio, edit points. It's just so much adjustment that you can do. That's ideal. Now go back to perspective view, and you can go around and take a look at our outdoor kitchen here. We've got our brick oven, we've got our grill, got a sink, but we're going to need a little patio area in here. So back to our plan view, and we'll zoom right in, and then we'll use our building patio tool, and we'll go in and quickly build a patio. Put one here, and here, here, and then we'll wrap it up here, and we've got our patio. Now remember, with these borders, if you want to eliminate some of these double borders, you can always do that, and with the edit border tool. We can go back to perspective to see how that looks and feels. We obviously, because of the overhang of the coping in plan view, it's difficult sometimes to get it right in the corners. When that happens, I just go to edit points, and I just do it visually right into the corners, nice and tight, and do the same over here, and then you've got it all nicely cleaned up. Click off on edit points, and now you've got your grill island. Still got a bit of a gap here. We can choose to move the grill island in a bit, which is going to require a bit of adjustment of our border in here. Now your customer was so impressed with the grill island and the brick oven that they decided they wanted a fireplace after all. You can go back to accessories, open that up, and let's put in a Barcelona fireplace. and we can position that on the patio, or near the patio rather, like that. Slide that in, and we can present that to the customer, see how they like the look of that. And we can join this up with a small little retaining wall just to kind of create some continuity. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you is if you want to build your own grill island, it's quite easy actually with the retaining wall tool. And so I'll take you through to that as well. Let's go into plan view, and we'll select a little empty area to build it on. And we'll go over to our building retaining wall tool. We'll put on our snap tool, and let's say we want to go 12 feet this way, 14 feet this way, 12 feet, 4, 4, and 4, and 4. And I would go to the switch side tab here, and if you go to perspective, right away you see that grill island. And now all we have to do is change our height up to 36 inches here, thereabouts. Here we go, getting it down to 36 inches. I accidentally jumped that thing up very high. So, good. Now we can also raise our accent row, of course, with the offset tool. And again, once again, I did jump that up quite high. So now if you want to add an accent, this is really a cool thing. You go to accent row, you go row 2 and enable it, and another one appears. Now if you just wanted to make that uni-granite, you could change this over, click onto uni-granite, and that row is complete, and put it up into offset. If you wanted to make it a single row, just change this to 4 inches in height, and it puts a single row in, and then you'll have to adjust your offset again just to place it in. But that is so much easier than doing it in SketchUp, and very, very fast. Now, in order to deal with the coping here, one way to do that is just to change the size of the coping. And the way I like to do that is when you can change the thickness of coping anytime too. There's a tool here for that. There's a tool for everything on this in this software. You'll find that out. You can change overhang as well, which is ideal if you're creating kind of like a bar idea. So you can do that. The size here is the joint size, of course. And then if we go to options, we can change our width as well, and that's where we can just close things up to get ourselves a nice tight surface on top. And you'll have to play around with this thing to get the top just right, so that it's all smooth on top. The other thing you can do is choose to take the coping right off and then just build a blank sort of patio on top and just change the texture to concrete and or to a granite surface. So you can do that as well.